I did notice that was his grandfather when he said they shouldn't have went around past the walls and how all those regrets. And I was like, oh yeah, I know the story. I remember.
Oh, you know what? That finally makes sense to me. That wall story, because
Yeah,
that was what happened to Grisha and his sister.
Right.
And that's how. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yo, what's up, guys? We are Chopped Anime, 3 of the almighty Chopped Anime, and we're back to chop up another episode of Attack on Titan of the final season, episode 4. What did you guys think of it, Mayor?
There was a lot of different things that you wouldn't really get unless you kind of just like looked it up. So we got a whole bunch of stuff with like Falco, Gabby, and then the Tiber family that we'll get into. But some of the things in this episode, so we saw Eren at the end of the last, that was definitely Eren, that was at the end of the last episode. So now we see him, and he's talking to Falco, and he's getting Falco to send letters for him. Clearly he's trying to communicate with his other homies, like his army. So there's a scene where after Falco leaves, he's talking to some guy who's like a doctor. But we find out that he's actually like a patient too. He said his name was Jaeger. Who exactly is he? So you look it up, and from his story, his like children like left and stuff like that. That was Eren's grandfather. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that until like I like looked it up and saw. So that's crazy that he was talking to his grandfather there.
Hey, hold on. I got a quick question before we move on. They got a whole mailing service that they can just send mail to Paradise. Like, where's this mail going?
No. They're inside these walls, bro.
Yeah.
His crew is inside the walls.
They snuck in. If Eren snuck in,
yeah,
they probably got in too.
Yeah, Mikasa's definitely there. So I guess at least communicating to Mikasa, who should be in Marley too. Okay.
Oh, one other thing was, so at that party that they were at, the kids were serving, they were acting as waiters. So one of the kids, they accidentally spilled the drink on the girl wearing the geisha or whatever, and they said that, oh, she's from one of the eastern countries. So I think that she's from the same country that Mikasa's other half blood is from. So Mikasa's half Ackerman, half from some Asian country or whatever. I'm pretty sure she's from that eastern country.
So I guess those people aren't hated by Marleyans. I guess literally the only people that hate the common enemy among all those countries, because it was like Hindus in there, Sikh people in there, it was
black people in there.
Yeah, it was a few black people. So it seems like everybody in the world or the region has come together, and they do not like ELDIANS. That's clear. Yeah. Everyone hates the ELDIANS. And if we got that, we got to find that out, that it's bigger than just the Marleyans. Like, the ELDIANS are seen as devils to everyone. And everyone really is not fond of becoming peaceful with them. We saw that by the reaction to that guy's speech. And Big Willie had to come in and kind of, smooth things over. Not the problem with this episode, the thing I found interesting about this episode, there was a lot of exposition to get to where I wanted them to go, but it took up the whole episode. Like, I just wanted to know what was Willie's plan.
I think it was some much needed scenes in the last episode and this episode. I know it kind of feels like they've been milking it, but they've been leaving some details in there that you only pick up if you're really paying attention to it. Like Mary mentioned, some of the inner dialogue that was going on, because like it's starting to tie up some of the history together, because Willie Tyberg, who's part of the Tyberg family, they seem to have been inheriting the Warhammer Titan, and they seem to be like these noble family who rule the Marleyans from the shadows, and they're ELDIANS. So what's not making sense, like, Mary and I were talking, was how is this an ELDIAN person, who seems to be ruling Marley from the shadows, that is helping oppress the ELDIANS. So what do you guys think about that? Where does this tie in? What's the deal with the Tiber family?
Yeah, it's just weird that everyone hates Eldians except the Tiber family. They are Eldians, but they love them. So yeah, we were talking, and you think that it's because they were just that it was that first family that really stood up against the rest of the Eldians. They're an Eldian family that stood up against the rest of the Eldian family, and they really kicked off the Marleyans being able to finally defeat them. So I guess they're kind of like considered the heroes there. And so as atonement, they let the Marleyans pretty much rule however they want to and do whatever they want. So, but they still are oppressing the Eldians. So I feel like the Eldians that are part of the military, they should be respected too. Like everyone should like them, and maybe they do. I don't know, but it seems like they just all hate Eldians, which is it's just such a weird dynamic.
Yeah, I think the thing that I found weird about that was there's Eldians that lead over the Marleyan this whole time. This Tiber guy, they kept calling him a kin of our savior. So he must have been something to Helios, or the Helios family, I guess, in some form or fashion. Do they explain what they did? You said that the first ones to turn on.
Yeah, his ancestors were, supported Helios in retaking, Marley for the Marleyans.
But so they took out that statue is Helios taking out the who again? That's not Ymir, right?
It might just be a random Titan.
Just a random Titan.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to see how far back this actually goes. Do y'all think that his announcement is going to get made? Do you think Eren is aware of this announcement of what his plan is, or do you think they're on two separate planes and Eren's just going to ruin the whole plan that Willie is coming about? Because you see that there's a coming of age in this episode where they're like, things are finally going to change, and I think Eren's just going to ruin all of that. But I don't think Eren even has any idea that things about to change on this island, so he could be ruining the reconciliation of Eldians and Marleyans this whole time, and he not even know it.
Eren, yeah, I don't know what Willie Tybert's big plan is, but I don't think Eren has any idea about the Tiber family or their existence, because he doesn't know about that history of the world. So we'll see if he ruins Tybert's plan and actually, ruins the friendship that's about to get started between the Eldians and the Marleyans.
If that's what he's trying to do. I don't know if we can trust this Tiber guy. He seems like he could be the main villain. So.
But who would be his adversary? Marleyans and Eldians, or just the Eldians again?
And what would be his objective? Right, I guess if you get your hands on the founding Titan, that's ultimate power, right? They can manipulate memory, bro. He could literally wipe out everybody's memory, essentially, the whole world, and start over again.
Remember in episode 2, Zeke's plan was to do something with the Tiber family. What was that? To get the Warhammer to come with them to Paradise? Was that just his plan, or did he have something else?
That kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get them on their side for more power. What do you guys think the Warhammer Titan is?
All fingers kind of make me want to point to Willie Tyber, but I'm not sure if he, is the one. Because it seemed like some of the noble, families, the head of the household actually doesn't take on the Titan power, the Freeze family, right? Mm-hmm. He was pretty much having his children or his relative, inherit the Titan power, and he was still kind of, calling the shots behind the shadows.
Well, yeah, it's not any of those old. Well, it could be one of those old people, but it's definitely. I don't think it's any one of those kids. You can't imagine a baby or a toddler having the Titan power, and they just accidentally bite or cut themselves, and they just start rampaging and just killing everybody in sight.
The Tiber family has to be smarter than that. So, I would say my money would be on Willie, but that would be the obvious guess. But it's possible it's one of those nun-looking ladies, the maid or something like that. It seems like they're mixed with some Ackerman type people in there. I see some black haired people in that family. You saw that? You guys noticed that? So what if you got a Ackerman mixed with an Eldian? Can't you technically still turn into a Titan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like you only need half Eldian blood, because we found out that Reiner was only half Eldian, right? So.
Right. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know where to go with this. I didn't like the episode. You guys liked it. It's fine. They had a couple of Easter eggs. I saw that. I did notice that was his grandfather when he said they shouldn't have went around past the walls and how all those regrets. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know the story. I remember.
Oh, you know what? That finally makes sense to me. That wall story. Because that was what happened to Grisha and his sister.
Right.
And that's how. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
That clicked for me too, actually.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Nah. Cool.
Right. So, what do you guys think Eren wants to do with Reiner?
It seemed like they're going to be on the same side. So, kind of going back to like the whole Reiner deep dive episode. I think it's really showing that like Reiner is realizing, all his life's been a lie. Now he wants to be able to do something to change, how Eldians are looked at or help out in some way, it seems like, and not just given to the Marleyan cause. So,
yeah, I think Eren is trying to get Reiner on their side, but I'm not sure if Reiner will actually do it. So Eren, of course, is going to threaten Reiner. Reiner, his first instinct would be like, okay, we got to capture this guy. He's the attacking and founding Titan. But Eren's going to threaten him. He's going to say that if you don't do, he might have a hit target on those kids, the rest of the kids or something, or Falco if he's there. So Eren might do something to threaten Reiner that way. So I don't think Reiner is going to do anything rash.
Reiner is the most malleable Eldian. You could definitely convince him to get on your side. He has a soft spot because he's experienced that these people aren't actually devils, and he knows firsthand the truth about Paradise. So let's do it. Team up. Armored Titan, Founding Titan, Attacker Titan. Titans. Yeah, let's see it. So that's episode 4, the final season of Attack on Titan. Pretty dull episode to me. They liked the episode. Wasn't really for me, I guess. I hope the season gets better. Be back next week for our next review of episode 5, Chopped Anime.